that is the spirit part. So now we know what heals my spirit, but what about my mind? And so for mine, this is a big thing. This led me to creativity. Creativity has been a big thing in helping me rediscover who I am, reconnect to my true self, but also see just how much fucking Islam and religious trauma suppressed that. That is one of the reasons why I had to step back from Islam and reclaim my spirituality. It's because of the damage that my abusive Muslim parents did. Like, can you imagine yelling at a little girl for drawing a flower and threatening her, saying, when you die, if you continue like this, Allah's gonna test you, because Allah's gonna be jealous that you drew a flower or you drew a human, and now your punishment in the afterlife is, can you bring this flower to life? Can you bring this human to life? You really think source creator Allah is gonna be all these thousands of artists in our lifetime that each one passed, that we're all gonna be condemned to replicating what we drew in this earth? No. It didn't make sense then, and it doesn't make sense now. It only makes sense because they want to control you. They want to control that power, because creativity is power. And I am tapping into my power. And so this is helping me turn that chaos of my upbringing, but also my mind, and transmuting it. Transmuting it is alchemy, it's power. And so creativity is so fast and so big. I literally have like 13 points that I've written about different types of creativity. Again, in no particular order. The first is visual arts. As I just mentioned, that me drawing was a big no, but I am art. Life is art. I am a creative. Everything is art around us. There's visual art. And so visual arts could look like me drawing, painting, anything like that, but also me, myself, yours truly, being the subject of art. I've been meeting a lot of artists that love to draw your girl, and it's been helping me be seen, and they acknowledge and appreciate who I am just by being me, They can see the beauty within me and outside of me. So that is one. And then also dancing. Now this is probably my number one thing. Obviously, like, dancing reconnects you to your body. It's movement, And so me dancing is a form of creative expression, but also just letting my body do what it wants to do to move this energy that I am hearing. Which leads me to the third one, music. Dance and music are two big things for creativity. Music is just so beautiful. I can't believe Islam tried to teach us that it's haram. Even Christianity, like, it's really funny because, like, music is power. You have to be very aware of what you are listening to. And so for myself, I refuse to listen to any religious themed music, but also I refuse to listen to random ass get money fuck bitches song, no. I would rather listen to songs that groove and make sense. But that is just to say, music is power. Be careful of what you are listening to. And then music also includes sound therapy. Sound therapy, let me tell you, I think, is it the Hindus? The Hindus are fucking smart, yo. They're goddamn, they know all the damn frequencies and what connects to what chakras, But yeah, sound therapy is a big thing. And then even music could be involved about playing instruments, I haven't gotten there yet, but I would love to perhaps try playing the guitar. It's so fucking sexy. So give me some bass, baby. Give me some bass. Okay, anyway. And then the next thing is writing. Writing encompasses everything from short stories to reflections, just mental, whatever's just coming in here, in the morning pages. But also writing also includes poetry. Your girl is a poet. Her words just flow so effortlessly sometimes, and I wonder why. Okay, sorry, but yeah, no, I've been doing a lot of poems. I'm gonna post my links here, writing and like poetry and all of that has been helping me understand what creativity is, because each day I'm shocked. I'm like, wow, like I can't believe I came up with this rhyme. And then I would put it on like Reddit just to see if other folks would like appreciate it. And let me tell you, I'm gonna post my little, I made a billboard, because the amount of comments I've been getting on Reddit for folks who have CPTSD, because my poetry is all about CPTSD or bringing down that fucking system. It's one of the two. Sometimes it might be about love, but majority of the time is healing or chaotic, Karl Marx inspired, fuck the system, bring it down, bring the system down to its knees, make it plea, just how it's been pleading us. See, like, yeah, random shit like this happens with my poetry. But yeah, so just to say, poetry is amazing. And then this one I'm actually excited for. It is burlesque. Burlesque is essentially dancing and maybe stripping, but in a powerful, sensual way. I feel sexy. I feel that divine feminine power coming through. And when folks are captivated by my moves, I got them, baby. I got them, you know? And that's thanks to burlesque. Maybe I'll put some videos up here of my burlesque movement. Oh, and then live modeling. I guess this ties to live art modeling. I didn't mention it, like folks like to draw me and I like to be drawn, because I like to see how people see me being perceived and just having eyes on me. So live modeling is helping me feel the power. And then this is one that I do know has tremendous healing potentials, but I just haven't been able to find, there is time, but I just haven't found a community of like to actually step into. But it is theater, improv, acting. This has tremendous benefits in allowing you to step out of that rigid personality and just act in a different way that you never really been. And improv is bang 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 on the feet. See, I can't even speak, on the feet. Yeah, it's bang 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 quick. You just gotta move, you know? And so improv, I know, will definitely help me, because I've been doing the studies and looking at how theater and acting can enable us, can enable individuals to explore different characters and narratives. And that is what we need as CPTSD. We need that opportunity to discover who we could be if we were in a different role, you know? So that's been a big one. And then the next one is film and video making. Hello, this whole channel has been fucking helping me be a bit chaotic in expressing what's on my mind, but also just sharing how I've been healing. And like I said, like, your tribe will find you. You know, some folks might be turned off by me, but me not care, because I get turned off by other folks too. So it's mutual. So it's just mutual. But I just wanted to say, like, filmmaking, editing the films, like this process, it allows me to, what I have my notes, it allows me to express my ideas, share my story, share my truth, but also it's a different perspective of storytelling that I like. So that is another one. I told you this list is long, but I'm almost there. Ooh, so fashion and styling. So fashion and styling, it's more so expressing yourself. You know, when I look back at myself, I've never really expressed it. You know, I was scared to express myself and step out and have all eyes on me in that sense. But now that as I heal, I see the importance of being able to express yourself and just choosing different styles. And so for me, this is me expressing myself. This is not a tattoo, obviously my makeup's that, but like, this is another thing, tattoos. I haven't gotten a tattoo done yet, but tattoos are magical. They are creative expression of yourself. And I've been thinking about what I want to tattoo. This is an homage to being a woman, but also indigenous, like back in Somalia before, I guess like before Islam came, my ancestors were tatted up queens, and I'm pretty sure I've seen this in elders down in Somalia and some random ass and bad deal. But a lot of indigenous cultures have either one line or three or whatever, you know, essentially the line on the chin represents different things. But for me, I'm claiming it as a right into my womanhood, and I was dehumanized. I wasn't treated right as a girl, thus my womanhood was a bit tainted. And for God's sakes, my goddamn clit was taken, or it was snipped, you know. So like, yeah, my womanhood has been severely hindered, and so little expressions like this kind of help. And so yeah, I might do this, kind of like it. And then that kind of leads me to my other point. It's tattoos or even piercing. So yeah, I got this piercing. We got a couple piercing on my ear, you know, could use a bit more on this side, but I just want to say, like, piercing and tattoos, like, that is alchemy. You're transmuting the painful part of like getting through this, you know, into alchemy, you know. And so for me, that is a big thing. I'll post my tattoo journey here. I'm gonna get tough and get a tattoo. Probably get one right here. I'll see. I heard this is really painful, so I'll probably start on my wrist somewhere. All right, moving on. Another thing is crafting and do it yourself. This is a big thing that has been suppressed, and I haven't really tapped into until the last 2 years or so. This is something I made. Like, I like just making random ass things. I go through phases where I might start crocheting and then get bored, and then go into bead making and then get bored and like do something else. But the point is just crafting, just do it yourself. Like, it allows you to engage in different activities that allows your mind and hand to work together, and it's a good thing. Are we almost done? So this is another one that's a bit triggering for me, but I'm learning to overcome it. It's about creativity. It's cooking and baking. You might be wondering, why is this so traumatic for you? Well, being the eldest daughter, I was forced to cook. I was like starting in grade 3. Yeah. And so obviously your girl can fucking cook. When people eat my food, men get down on their knees and say, please, Lotus, marry me. And then I'll be like, no, sir. I swear, it does happen when folks do taste my cooking. I'm not too big of myself up. Like, I can fucking cook. But the reason why I struggle with it is because it brings up so much, well, it used to bring up so much memories of just me slaving away in that kitchen by myself, feeding a fucking family of 9, including myself. Yeah, and none of my siblings would help. And I would go to my mother, be like, Mom, can somebody help me? My mom would be like, when I do cooking, I do by myself. I cook by myself. I clean by myself. And I'm like looking like, what the fuck? I'm 10 years old. I need help. How am I going to feed all this family? And then I would go to my siblings and be like, yo, can somebody help me prep or like cook? And I kid you not, they all said, no, Mom told you. And so that kind of instilled, it's really sad, but it kind of instilled this like notion that I can't ask for help because no help will come. And so your girl has been Miss Independent ever since, goddamn. But anyhow, I just want to say, like, I could cook and bake. Like, I stopped feeding that family, I would say, like almost 10 years ago. But none of them know how to fucking cook or bake like me, because I'm the best. But anyhow, now as I healed, that is my love language. I love nothing more than just having my tribe of people and cooking for them, and then folks show me how much they appreciate me cooking. Like, I kid you not, like when I used to make food for my siblings, like they'll probably say, oh, this is really good. They're eating it, but that's it. They wouldn't come into the kitchen and help. As we're now, the folks that my tribe, folks that I'm feeding and connecting with, like, we each help each other. And at the end of it, like, they appreciate the food that I make, you know? So Some of them bite their fingers off or want seconds. But now the chosen family appreciates you. So that is just to say, don't let trauma keep you from exploring. You know, cooking is amazing, baking is amazing. It's very therapeutic. And then last thing is gardening. Oh my gosh, I can't speak today. Gardening. Yeah, this is really bad. But being a gardener, yes, there we go. Being a gardener, as in, I'm not really a gardener, but I have plants, you know? And so you can see a bunch of plants behind me, my babies. I would say they're doing pretty well. Like, I haven't killed them. Look at how long they are. You can probably wrap them around myself. You know, like, my babies, they're everywhere. I probably have, I would say 10 plants in my little studio apartment. And then also flowers too. So like plants, doing all that, it helps me heal and just reconnect with that divine self. So that is that. And then so that was for creativities for the mind. Now for the body.